Today is a really special day. We are hosting the inaugural Slow-Fi retreat. But this isn't the beginning of the story, so let's rewind.
Well, we're back on the road again, but this is a different type of adventure, and I'm going to let Jess tell you all about it. So Jess, where are we headed?
We are headed to Colorado to host our first retreat.
Do you remember when you first dreamed of doing this retreat?
Yeah, so in 2019, before I started my own group coaching program, I actually went through that process with a group of women. And in that process, we figured out what are some of the things that I truly love to do. And I identified that I absolutely love to travel. I love to share travel experiences with other people. And I love to help people become more of who they really are and figure out how they can build thriving lives. And so we brainstormed a whole bunch of ideas, and one of those was to slow travel around the country and world, to plan retreats in some of my favorite locations, and to focus on lifestyle design and helping people design lives that they truly love. And I remember, I came up with this idea and it felt like it was so pie in the sky. Like I was almost embarrassed to share it with the group because it felt so impossible. And this group of women just looked at me and said, why couldn't you do that? And with their encouragement, I started to believe that it was possible and started taking steps to make that a reality. So COVID happened in 2020, so it wasn't something that I was able to do right away, but I started taking steps with my coaching program and with putting on virtual and other types of events that set the stage to be able to plan this retreat, and now we are on the way there. So we're getting closer to Colorado and we're getting excited for the retreat. And we've been thinking a lot about how far we've come in overcoming and working through the fears and the limiting beliefs of making a big event like this a reality. One thing that we did was shrink it down to test it out. So we ran in-person events and I did workshops and did my coaching program. All of those things helped me to learn more about whether I wanted to put on a retreat, and two, help me build the confidence that I could. So now we're headed to Colorado to host a retreat for 40 people. So if you're feeling scared or worried about a big idea, I would encourage you to break it down into small pieces and test it out to learn more and build your confidence. Let me know in the comments below if there's something that you've always wanted to do but fear has held you back.
Hey everyone, a quick update. We made it to the Denver area yesterday. So yesterday we spent the whole day doing last minute errands and shopping for the retreat. We got some drinks and some snacks and a few last minute supplies. So we're in the Denver area. It's a couple hours away from the retreat center. We're just doing some work here in a natural wildlife refuge, getting ready to go to the airport and pick up a friend, and then we're going to be heading to the retreat center. So it's only a couple hours away. It's really coming up. I can't believe it's arrival day, but still doesn't really feel real to me. I think it'll feel more real when I get to the actual venue. But let's see what Jess says. I wonder how she's feeling right now. Hey Jess, does it feel real to you?
I think so. I'm excited to be in such a beautiful location with 40 other like-minded slow-fi enthusiasts. Can't wait.
Awesome. Well, we'll pick you guys up when we are getting to the venue, and can't wait to show you where we're hosting the retreat.
So when I originally created the idea for the Slow-Fi retreat, part of it was I want to slow travel to different beautiful places around the country and the world, and then I want to share those experiences with other people. And Colorado is a place that I really love, and we traveled here earlier this year in our camper van, and we're really excited to be able to share it with other people. And I'm excited that it's such a beautiful mountainous location, and we're here at the peak of fall foliage. And so I do think that the surroundings will allow us to sort of get out of our regular daily routine to be able to dream bigger.
So we're putting together the gift bags, and this is how we go from this to this. So we're finally at the retreat venue. How are you feeling? What's going through your mind?
A couple things. So first, I'm really excited. So we have been prepping the cabins and getting all the materials and everything put together. And there's a sense of anticipation of like, everybody's gonna get here tomorrow. And really excited to share this space with everyone. And then the second thing is I'm a little tired. So since we got here, at about 3 o'clock, we've just been like working to get things prepped for everyone. So I am excited to get a good night's sleep tonight before everyone arrives. Looks like we have a person. Hi! So, yeah, so good to see you.
Good to see you in person.
Yeah, for sure. Welcome officially to the Slow-Fi retreat. Yeah, so glad that all of you are here in this room. I hope you had pretty good sleep last night, even though it's, sometimes hard to be in a new place. But I'm really excited to be here with all of you in such a beautiful place and diving into this topic on how do we design better lives for ourselves. So in this session, I want to quickly walk you through our goals and what we're going to do, and then also a little bit about what we're going to do over the course of the retreat, okay? So our goals for this session are to have clarity about what we're going to do and learn at the retreat, to define Slow-Fi and lifestyle design, to create a set of group agreements that will allow us to get the most out of the retreat, to articulate your own goals for the retreat, and we'll do that at the end of this session. So first I want to just say, why are we here, right? What is the purpose of gathering us all here together today? And in my mind, there's a few, right? We want to be inspired, to explore new options and ideas, to reflect on what we really want, to work through barriers, to move from ideas to action, and to create strong relationships with each other. Because I think many of us who are in this space know that when we have people who are like-minded, that have our back, that are encouraging us and pushing us forward, that can change everything. It still feels a little bit surreal that it happened, but it was incredibly awesome to have 40 people come together with such similar dreams and ideas and values and explore the way that they want to move forward in their lives. So it was surprisingly easy with such awesome people to run the retreat. So content, went off without a hitch, and everyone was really engaged in conversation. But there are always things that happen at events, so little logistical challenges that you have to deal with. But luckily, you, Corey, and I had the opportunity to split the division of labor and, make sure that I was able to focus on content and he could focus on any of those logistical snafus. And so we were able to make everything work. What I heard from so many people was that this was what they needed to get away, get out of the sort of regular cadence of daily life, and to be able to spend time dreaming and brainstorming with other people and getting encouragement and advice and, working through some of the things that were blocking them. And it sounds like there's a bunch of people who want to come back next year. So that's really exciting. I think the only other thing was that it was so much fun. For me, it was, people were asking me what are my, how do I feel about it? And I felt sometimes things that you do feel really challenging and you're oh, that was challenging. And sometimes it's that was challenging, but worth it. For this, I felt it was actually easy. It was a lot of stuff that was in my zone of genius. And so it felt easy and it was so much fun. I've laughed harder than I have in many months and really, really enjoyed the time with such awesome people. Thanks for watching and coming along with us as we hosted our very first Slow-Fi retreat and made this dream a reality. If you're watching this and you want to be part of a future Slow-Fi retreat, check out the link below. We plan to host another Slow-Fi retreat in October of 2024 and each year after that. The link in the description below will have the most up-to-date information for you on what events are available. Thanks again and enjoy the journey.